Hello, welcome or welcome back to Sapling Tarot. My name is Imogen. Merry Festives! The festive season is well and truly in swing. This is one of these videos that just did not want to be filmed, and so I'm cutting it quite fine here. I want to talk to you today about if you have a witchy or witchy adjacent, tarot-y kind of person in your life, and you're not sure what to get them this festive season. If you are part of any sort of tradition that does present giving at this time of year, I wanted to give you some inspiration, particularly some small business inspiration. Times are hard, as I'm sure you know. I mean, just full stop, but also for particularly small businesses. I am cutting it super fine in terms of shipping deadlines, and there's also a really super duper fun new piece of legislation in the UK and the EU that will be affecting UK small businesses, of which many of the people I'm about to talk about are. Oh, that was bad English, but anyway, you know what I mean. There are many UK-based small businesses in who I'm about to talk to you about, if not almost exclusively. So it's a shit old time to be a small business, particularly a UK-based small business. So I really recommend that if you either are building a wish list for your loved ones to buy you gifts, or if you are looking for present ideas for someone in your life, shop small, support small businesses. I know that we're all skint, but we've got to do our best to spend our money to invest in the world that we want to live in. And the tangible real world difference that your money can make on a small business simply cannot be overstated. So, I was about to say I'm going to get off my soapbox. I'm not actually going to get off my soapbox, I'm so sorry. While I'm here, if you saw my mutual aid and tarot video, I do have some places that I would like to direct you, even if you haven't seen that video, but you are interested in this being a season for giving of all types. We have the Witches for Palestine project going on, which involves an incredible raffle full of amazing prizes, digital prizes, so they are available all over the world. You can get tarot readings, you can get spiritual guidance sessions, you can get aura readings, you can get all of these things as part of the Witches of Palestine raffle. There will be links below on how to enter. I would also like to direct you to a charity, but a very kind of grassroots organisation that's very near, it's geographically near to me, but also near and dear to my heart, which is Refugees, which is an organisation that helps refugees arriving in Glasgow get situated, get the things they need, get clothed, get housed, get all the stuff they need. They're a fab organisation that you can send physical stuff to. So like they have an Amazon wish list, they have, there's always drives for stuff to be donated, but you can also donate that cash money. In terms of like other sort of like charitable giving, Choose Love is a great organisation here in the UK that works with other grassroots organisations around the world. Again, getting people what they need in times of crisis. I've got some links below for things like warm winter clothing, but also mental health care. And then if you want to get real witchy with your charitable giving, there's the option to adopt a frankincense tree. I know it's a resin that lots of people use in their spell work, or even if you're not that witchy, it smells real good. I know that it's an ingredient in a lot of my favourite perfumes, and the sourcing can be a little bit dubious, so you can like adopt a tree, which is very witchy, very cute, if that's more your kind of bag, then I recommend, I think the company is called Tree Aid. So yeah, there's your options for your like things to make you feel like a good person, and things that are really good presents for like if you don't know someone very well, or if people are quite anti gift giving, or I don't know, there are loads of different reasons why that kind of present can be really great, not in the least that they're just like really great things to spend your money on. Right, now I can get off my soapbox and I can talk to you about some small businesses that sell kind of witchy, tarot-y goodness. I'm first going to talk about some indie decks that I think it's a difficult thing here on TarotTube because many of the people here have abundant tarot deck collections, oracle deck collections, all of that kind of good stuff. So if the person that you're looking to buy a present for is a tarot reader, it could be a little bit tricky to find a deck that you think suits them, but that they don't already have. So I've got a couple of options of just like slightly different things that you could do. So get onto Etsy, and there are lots of independently produced decks. This is the example I have for you, which is the Sapphic Enchantress Tarot. It's a mages only deck, so it's 22 cards rather than the full 78. It comes with a cute little spell bag. I think it comes with 2 spell bags actually. I think I tucked one in there. There's like stickers and all sorts of stuff. And these are all just like the hand-drawn, hand-cut cards. They're really great for if someone has like an altar space and they like to kind of, you know, focus on an archetype or something. Oh, we've got the title card that I've managed to shuffle in. But yeah, it's very cute, very handmade, very unlikely to be in your loved one's collection already. The guidebook is like a hand-stitched, why don't I show you instead of just telling you? It's like a hand-stitched zine, super personal, super cute. Maybe like even a nice entry-level deck, I don't know, but gorgeous. So that kind of thing, something really handmade, something really indie, I think is very sweet and a very kind of thoughtful present. I would also say like going for a less well-known system. So this is the Stargazers Lenormand deck by Rachel, who, if you've been around here before, you'll know it's one of my favourite illustrators. She's a Scottish illustrator, I think from like Dundee, maybe. I could be talking up my ass. She did the Magical Cats Tarot, that's like the cute little square cards. But recently she came out with a Lenormand deck, which is this really lovely purple and yellow colour scheme, which is something that I never thought I'd say. I really don't love purple and yellow as a colour combo, but this has brought me round. It's very simple, straightforward, but a really good little guidebook on how to read Lenormand as a system. But then also, if you don't get on with it, there's also how you can just use it as a card game. So I really like Lenormand as a system. I think it's a useful thing for any tarot reader to have in your back pocket as like a way of reading cards and kind of turning them into a story and stuff. And I think that it's really useful as even like a way of learning tarot and kind of how to piece things together. And so I think going a bit off-piste and choosing a different system that they don't already work with, if they're that kind of person, I suppose for some people that could be quite intimidating, but for the kind of card nerds among us, I think this is a sweet thing to do. While we're on tarot and decks, I want to talk about tarot pouches. I should say that if you are a subscriber to the lovely Isha over at Activist Witch, and if you're not, that surprises me. But yeah, some of these are duplicates of things that I talked about in their video that's coming up soon about witchy gift guides, and so excuse me for repeating myself, but these are important to me and I want to talk about small businesses. Tarot pouches are great because it helps people protect their tarot decks. If you're not a tarot reader, you may not know that some tarot decks, while some come in normal little, what we call tuck boxes, so not the British thing of a box with your tuck in it, so like snacks or whatever, it comes from like boarding school culture. It's like a box that you, Imogen, get an example. So like this, where the box tucks in. I was confused for ages hearing people talk about tuck boxes. I was like, where are the biscuits? But yeah, so obviously if a deck comes like this, it's very self-contained, easy to store, easy to put on a shelf. Some decks come in obnoxiously large boxes, which make them very hard to store, particularly if you want to keep your whole collection together. That is where tarot pouches come in. Also, boxes can get really battered. So if you want to protect your deck, you want to put it in your bag, you want to have it on your shelf, a pouch like this gorgeous one from Kelly Bear, this has the Fyodor Pavlov tarot in it. Isn't she delightful? Are just like the best way to keep your tarot decks safe and cozy in these cold winter months. Not to anthropomorphise them too much. But yeah, so I am a bit of a Kelly Bear pouch fangirl. This is my like custom one that we had in like a swap that I love forever. It's perfectly matching for the Gay Marseille by Charlie Claire Burgess. Incredible. I have really what's that phrase? Why is the phrase screwed the pooch coming up? A terrible expression, but like I've really fucked it because this video is going up like a day before the shipping deadline for a lot of these businesses. But I am not the kind of person to say you have to buy these things, you have to, you know, run, do not walk. But run, do not walk. If you want these things, if you think they'd be good presents, get your butt onto Etsy right now. Stop watching this video and go and see what Kelly has left from her beautiful things. She also has done bookmarks, which are impossibly cute with the charms on both ends in a big book, and the charm just kind of like peeks out the end. So cute. She wraps them, I'm feeling very QVC right now, but yeah, she wraps them all individually. Truly what the fuck, impossibly cute. You get a whole bunch of like little goodies and stickers and like a little like letter from Kelly. And I mean, that's one of the wonderful things about shopping with small businesses, I think, is all the personal touches. I mean, it's true, I do have like an abundance of tea bags from like buying from cute little businesses, but I'll take it. But yeah, so cute. I love the charm she chooses. I love the ribbons that she chooses. I got myself this gorgeous black velvet one. I feel very chic and sophisticated when I use it, and I'm very excited. But yeah, other people who make tarot pouches, if you are US based and you miss shipping deadlines and stuff, are the lovely Krista over at Krista Chronicles, and Catamancy Tarot I know does lovely silk ones, and Krista's are crocheted. There are loads of people who make them. I think they're a lovely present. I know that Cassandra over at Rifflentime really rates one business for making them, and they come in like zip pouches, but I cannot remember what those are called. I don't have any. I'm in a monogamous relationship apparently with my Kelly Bear pouches. Speaking of Cassandra at Rifflentime, a fabulous US based curator of indie and some like nicely chosen mass market tarot decks. An equivalent here would be like Little Red Tarot, or Isha, a Coven of Two, also sells gorgeous indie decks and a couple of nice mass market ones over on Etsy. So all of that is the kind of the tarot stuff, I think. Now we are on to stationery, which I think many of us are stationery nerds, I think, from tarot journals and whatnot. I wanted to show you some cute kind of witchy, so I've got some like washi tape here from, oh no, that's not a business card, or is it a business card? It is a business card, illustrated. So this is Ray, another Scottish illustrator, who is over on Twitch, and so you can watch them do their art, which is all of this super fun kind of magical stuff. And their washi tape is some of my absolute favourite. It's like a really niche thing to love from a creator, but let me open it so that I can stop the glare. I think I might even already have a roll of this open. Oh, the glare's not even much better. But look, it's got tarot cards. It's got a crystal ball. It's got crystals. It's got little potions. It's so cute. And then there's one. This one's got little bats on it and clouds. And then this one is just, it's a bit random, but I love it because I love these colours. I love strawberries, but it's like strawberry milk themed. It's so cute, it's so camp, it's so kitsch. I love it. Speaking of cute, camp and kitsch, I'm really doing the Scottish illustration community a lot of good in this video. I hadn't really seen that coming, but yeah, I've got these fab stickers from Takarannan. So this is lovely illustrator from Glasgow. We've got frogs, we've got sparkly Tennant beer, we've got the goblin gangs, we've got some gay juice, very important to keep your fluids up at this time of year. We've got some trans rights. I know that people call these, what do they call them, like statement stickers. They're quite big, they're like sort of the size of my palm, and so they're like sort of that shiny vinyl thing. I mean, also sparkly. Look at it. So you don't always have space in journals for loads of these, but I think they're really, really lovely and just fabulous designs. And you know, it's a low cost way to support independent artists by buying things like stickers and prints and stuff. And who can have too many stickers, truly? So yeah, so that was Takarannan. There you go. They also do incredible like crochet goodness. Unbelievable. Please check them out. So I don't know if this counts as stationery exactly, but a calendar is always a really great present at this time of year. We're headed alarmingly quickly towards the new year, and so this one is Lunar Animals. It's got your moon phases on it, gorgeous. We've got the you know, full new and like quarter moons in it, space for notes. And then I suppose what's important is there's these gorgeous illustrations. And buying a calendar from like one of your favourite indie artists is like such a good value way of having like 12 pieces of their artwork for often not an awful lot of money. I remember a few years ago I got the Felix Dion calendar with all the Zodiac prints, and like each of those prints alone would cost something like 25 quid, and I've got the whole calendar of like 12 of the prints for, or 12 of the prints plus the functionality of a calendar for like 30. And unbelievable. Can't believe that I have all of that art in my life. Really excited to use this year. I really like, so does this have her name? It does have her name. Laura G. Cox's artwork. She's someone that I've worked with. Oh, there you go, you can see all of them now. yeah, I've worked with her at the Leith Witchcraft Market, and she's a real babe. Okay, so final word on stationery is, if you're looking for a slightly bigger ticket present maybe, look at this. I mean, it's a bit dusty, but look at this. It's got a little spell bottle in it. Tell them what it is, Imogen, that would be helpful. It's a hand-bound, handmade leather notebook. Can you even believe? So you've got a little wand, you know, essential, but that keeps it all closed. And then it's all hand-bound, and I think Andrew, who makes these, will even refill them for you when you're finished. So anything like this, I think is like possibly one of the most perfect witchy presents I could imagine. He's done some recently with, oh, I'm out of breath from doing the stairs. He's done some recently, including things like vintage keys, and he does some with like offcuts, so they're like much less money, which I'm quite tempted by. If there's none in stock, it's because I bought them. But yeah, something like that I think is like, or a really beautiful notebook is always a really good present. Okay, so final section is home and accessories. I have this as kind of like a little placeholder, but this is really beautiful and one of my most beloved decorative things. And this is by the artist Laura Holden, who makes the most exquisite velvet cushions. They are cotton velvet, they're super plush, but they are, and I say this with the utmost love, deliciously weird. She's got moons and suns and pears and mushrooms, and they're all in her kind of sort of signature, slightly kind of muted autumnal colour palette. I love the way her brain works. She's an incredible illustrator as well. She makes these gorgeous like wooden hanging decoration things. I have this up all year round because he doesn't need a little bit more sun. I really love when I accidentally make eye contact with him, because I love that he just looks a little bit stressed out and like, babe, same. So yeah, so either cushions or little decorations from the gorgeous Laura. Candles. Cannot talk about witchy shit without candles. And while I buy most of my spell candles from, oh, what's her name again? Sacred Moon Candles on Etsy, I treated myself this year to some gorgeous the Sacred Moon ones are also handmade, but these kind of like big beastie ones from Candles of the Moon. Look at this. These are like my new moon candles now. And then I got this like giant beeswax one with a little chthonic bee skull on it. So yeah, these are delightful. She does all sorts of like incredible shaped ones. Like, you want a candle in the shape of a pomegranate, you want like the most kind of refined and stylish skull candles you've ever seen in your life. Some of them are scented, a lot of them are unscented, which is my preference, because I'm, you know, a sensory wimp. Incredible candles. I can't remember if Isha still sells beeswax candles at a Coven of Two, but these are really good for, what's it called, Caramancy? Yeah, so that's like for reading the wax after you've burned a candle, which is really exciting. Speaking of burning things, pyrography, anybody? This is it's a necklace really, isn't it? With a little pyrographed bat on it. But I bought it with the intention of it being a pendulum. But look at him. And the creator, who's called Shadow Smoke Creations, again, another Leith Witchcraft Market babe. She makes like little foxes and all sorts of other little animals, and gorgeous pyrographed card holders. So like you want to have your card of the day, week, month, etc. standing up. Beautiful little wooden holders, little spoons, and as a can we see it? I can't bend that far, but as a spoony witch, a witch of limited energy. I love a good spoon, and it's got a little cauldron on it. It's got the little cute nubbiny designs at the end. Delightful little things, purposeful but also very cute. And then finally, I actually haven't opened these yet. I've been waiting for this video, which was foolish. Why would you need to see me wrestle with bubble wrap? Please hold caller. Okay, so look at these. Oh my gosh, it's sparkly. And then I also got my big 3 in like a little choker. Can you even? And it's quite nice because my tattoo is, it's barely an Aquarius symbol imaging, so at least we've got it like properly on this. Look at these. Can you even believe? These are by the wonderful Jessie Makes Rainbows. I had the pleasure and privilege of reading Jessie's tarot at an event back in the summer, and we were talking a bit about her business, and I was just like, well, you're going to need to tell me what the business is. And so I immediately followed her on Instagram, and I'm absolutely obsessed with everything she makes. And so she started doing these custom astrology pieces. You can get them in earrings as well. Earrings are her main thing. But my how do I say this in like a non-gross way? My ear hole's closed up. Like piercing, you know what I mean? My ears aren't pierced anymore, so I can't really wear them. My body just seems to not love being pierced. It keeps trying to like heal itself through it. But then she starts doing necklaces. And if I'm honest, I don't really wear necklaces because apparently my body just hates accessories. And like I get really bad neck and back pain from like literally anything. But I had to, because at least I can just like hang these up and then wear them for like short bursts of time. I think we know I'm a bit of an astrology nerd, but I just think they're so cute. You can choose silver or gold edges, and then you can also choose like the colour of the base. I've seen her do like gradient ones. I've seen her do like all sorts of different colours. This was me doing kind of like Scorpio vibes, and this was me doing more like Gemini. Don't ask me why Gemini is mint in my head. I think it's because I like mint as a colour. I own a lot of kind of minty things. I know that Gemini is more usually yellow, but I think kind of Mercury, that kind of air sign thing, I'm claiming mint. So yeah, so this is my like airy one, and my more scorpionic one. But yeah, Jessie Makes Rainbows, incredible polymer jewellery maker, I guess. We've got some quite like nice contrasts here with the slightly more kind of like quirky wooden thing, and then the more like modern polymer thing. But I'm also obsessed with like how delicate these chains are. So exciting. Right, okay, I've been waffling but at hyperspeed for half an hour now. If you're still here, I'm very grateful. If you still have presents to go buy, I urge you to do what you can to shop small. I know it's not achievable for everyone, but if you can, I know that you would make some real people incredibly happy with your purchases. There's going to be links to all of these people in the description box, also to the like charitable and mutual aid things I talked about earlier. If you want even more ideas, I actually wrote a huge newsletter back in October about my favourite small businesses. So yeah, I love you. I hope you're doing really well. I hope you are, well, as well as you can be, given the circumstances. I hope you're taking really good care of yourself. I hope that the people around you are taking really good care of you, and that you're taking care of those that you can. Wow, that was a really long outro. For those of you for whom this season is really tricky, know that I am with you. I am you. I love you. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.